Okay. I'm going to do a brief recap for anyone who hasn't been here for the other games, or just this is a very fast summary, okay? So, for your sake, Ika, the end of the first game, without major spoilers, Norman Reedus, or Sam Porter Bridges, saves the world and prevents the apocalypse, and takes his baby, which has been in the little carrier, which he became very attached to over the game, and I did too. I don't know if everyone else who played the game did, but I think it was the intention. I think you become very attached to the baby over the course of the game. The baby gets named Lou. At the very end of the game, you find out that the baby was actually a female, so they make like a Louise joke. Anyway, the game ended, and Sam and Lou left. You can see I've got this box pulled up here on the right. All that information over there is relevant right now. So after connecting up all of North America, Sam and Lou left, and in an attempt to evade their attention, they were living in hiding in Mexico. So he had found a new home in Mexico and was living with Lou, and he lived there for 11 months before the everything happened in this game. Also, hi cats. Hi buddy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We still have some spooky strands, Squeaka. Because after living for 11 months off the grid, the world was still in relatively the same state. Not much had changed. But the chiral network had expanded south, and finally, they found Sam. They, in this situation, being Fragile. So our good buddy Fragile came by and offered us a job for one last mission. We needed to hook up Mexico to the chiral network, although this one would be a much faster job, so she was willing to stay home with Lou and babysit while we hooked up Mexico. Mexico was our tutorial. We brought on several different research labs in Mexico, and then found out that, unfortunately, in a very melancholy, happy vibes, positive way, Dead Man, a man who has spent his entire life living off of, like, machines and fake organ transplants, and he's felt like he's never had his own true body. He kind of found his own beach, which meant that he had an afterlife, which was something he was really worried about. So in this, like, kind of beautiful, kind of sad moment, he passed on and went to his beach, saying that he was excited to continue his research on the other side. So sadly, Dead Man left us in the early stages of the game. And following this announcement, we walked home all the way across Mexico to go back to our baby and Fragile. And along the way, we got warnings that people were breaking into our home. We arrived back at our house to find Fragile bleeding out from bullet wounds and apologizing that she couldn't save Lou. Back in our little house, we got to watch as little tar baby handprints crawled along the floor, and we saw what was like an ethereal, spectral version of Lou crawl into the baby tube, the BB pod, which I will now, from this point forward, refer to as the pickle jar. So baby crawled into the pickle jar. Sam became very, very attached to the pickle jar. It has now been several months since then. I want to point out that this game is very grim. It is about death. It's very dark. And Sam has this special power from the first game where he is a repatriate, which means when he dies, he doesn't move to the other side. His body doesn't actually make it to the beach. He just goes back into his body and lives again. So Sam is, for all intents and purposes, immortal. And we got to see that represented in the beginning of this game, because after losing Lou, Sam took his life several times and came back every time and is not in a very good, healthy mental state right now. Because of this bad mental state that he was in, Fragile approached him with yet another job offer, and this time it was about linking up Australia. We traveled to the far end of Mexico once again and found this massive gateway that looked like these cool, like, rectangular hexagon rocks floating in the air called a plate gate. And we walked through it and appeared in Australia, which is where we are currently, trying to bring Australia onto the chiral network and get them hooked up to the internet with the rest of the world. And that is kind of currently where we are. Some small details to give you guys an idea of the major plot elements that are being juggled right now. It is very intentionally being super ambiguous so that it makes you, the player, or you, the viewer, question the state of Lou right now. Because if we look, we can very clearly see Lou. However, we have had many different opportunities where at least one other NPC has looked at us and said something along the lines of, Sam, that pod is empty. But they've always been cut off. They've always been interrupted. People have been trying to prevent people from saying that around Sam. So it's hard to say, because of the rules of this world, if Sam is like hallucinating or seeing what he wants to see, or if Sam's repatriate ability is giving him some deeper connection to the outside or to the other side and is allowing him to still have a connection with Lou. So that's our recap. Hi chat, hi buddies. I love you, friend. Just got over my stomach bug, except I've been filled with only soup for a week. I get to eat solid foods again. I had a dental appointment where I wasn't able to eat like solid food. I wasn't able to like chew on stuff. I couldn't eat hot or cold stuff. I had to eat just like lukewarm. I couldn't suck through a straw. Like, it was awful. So I feel you. I feel you. I hope Sam gets his happy ending with the baby, because then your girl simply can't play this. I'm going to be uploading all of the VODs as soon as I'm done streaming, so people who miss any episodes can catch up and make sure that they're staying caught up with the story. I'm playing every Monday and Friday if you want to stay updated with the story. Otherwise, feel free to go look at them on YouTube. Deontay, my video editor and good friend, is also editing some of them and uploading them into more like bite-sized bits to make them a little more easier to sit through instead of watching them all like giant 4-hour chunks. Also, we are focusing a lot in this playthrough on immersion. Enjoy the cutscene, chat.
My word. My word.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
I love that he just ignores Doll Man. just ignores his ass, doesn't say a word. Also, for anyone who hasn't been here for previous sessions, chat, let me show you our companion. Once I find the right button to pull him out, here we are.
Oh boy.
So if you can see in my hand here, that's our little guy. You like the little guy? This is Doll Man. He's our little buddy. He's Doll Man. That's the voice you keep hearing talking. I can throw him, and he acts as like a recon camera.
Let's catch up. Nice catch.
And if I like throw him at the ground or something, he'll like cling onto my forearm and not let me throw him. Wait. Wait, wait. Wait. There it goes.
Sam, come on now. We can talk about this. Is that a wall or a rock or something else?
Cheer 100 hello friends deeper. I think this works now.
It works. It works. It fucking works, chat. I'm so happy it fucking works. Oh, finally, after so many times fucking with it. Thank you to Drew Sun. Shout outs to Drew Sun in the chat. For all of this incredible amount of effort that it took to get this shit working. big appreciate for that guy. Also, thank you for the bits, Sailor. And yeah, Forks, I'm happy that you'll be here to catch a live stream too. Ika, are you still there? And I'm out of curiosity, have you already been informed on the inspiration behind why I'm doing this run?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid.
And no, Bootman, immersion mode does not crash stream anymore.
The tar currents nearby have grown unstable.
Yet.
Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed.
We're friends,
The
right?
client
So
in this case is
let's
the
Dollman, I'm in a conversation.
I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
I'm literally talking to Tarman, and Dollman's up here trying to strike up a conversation with me. Okay. Destroy the communications disruptor and deliver the mysterious recording to the musician.
Hey, Sam. This is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively,
I don't actually know what MP
consider
stands
getting
for in this
close
case.
enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS
I know they're
hacked into
non-lethal
it,
ammo.
allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close
I don't think that's what it
quarters.
stands for.
In light of this
I could be
development,
wrong.
we've gone ahead
I'm
and added
pretty
armored
sure that
enemies
that's not
to our
actually
VR weapons and
what it
combat
stands
training
for.
programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment
Thank you,
loadout before
Tarman.
heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Thank you, Tarman. I don't think I need a route. It's just a desert between here and there, so I'm good. I don't need to plan a route. Also, hi Shumo, hi buddy. I saw you come in and forgot to say hi because I had like just started my big recap. How you doing, buddy? All right, we are going to look at what options we have on our backpack. I think we just customized it, so I don't think we want to change anything. Oh, no, we got the anti-gravity device, which will reduce our equipment load, and I think I do want that. Oh, this thing was breaking anyway. What exactly does bootless entail? So bootless, for me, just means that I won't be wearing shoes for the entire game. If you can see behind the box right now, yeah, I'm barefoot or I'm in some socks. There are a lot of different boots. Like, I've only got 2 options right now, but they are very, 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 very important. You can't move very fast without boots because it hurts your feet. You can't really jump without hurting your feet. Every bit of difficult terrain is suddenly twice as dangerous because instead of just stumbling over it, you like bump your toes on it and it hurts more. So you just have to be a lot more careful. It makes you go a lot slower. And your feet bleed over time once they've taken enough damage, so you do just lose health over time, and it drains your stamina more because it's harder for you to walk without boots on. So there's a bunch of different stuff that it does to make life harder on you without boots. Admittedly, when my buddy told me that he wanted to play this game bootless, I told him that it was a silly idea and that it would be too difficult / slow and it would ruin the fun for him. But he decided that he was going to do it anyway, and now I am going to do it too because that's what I've chosen to do. Yeah, I'm terrified of the snowy mountain. I genuinely don't know how we're going to deal with the snowy mountain. Having walked on not great terrain barefoot over a 6-hour walk, can confirm bootless sucks. Yeah, I haven't done it in real life, but I definitely feel it in this game. It seems pretty bad. Also, I watched The Long Walk yesterday in movies. in the movie theater, and you know, I feel like I have more to relate to Sam now after watching that awful experience. That was very good movie, extremely sad. I want the PCC, I want the bola gun, I only need 1 container repair spray, probably. I'll bring 2 just in case. We'll do 2 ladders. I just don't need this. Okay. I don't need either of these ladders either. I've already used that. Do I have a battle skeleton. Okay. That the one where you walk or die? Yeah. Yeah, it's the Stephen King novel from the 80s, where it's like 50 boys, like teenagers or young adults, are like 1 from each state, are lined up, kind of Hunger Games style, and they have like these markers on their wrist that tells you how fast that they're going, and if they go below 3 miles per hour, they get like a warning. If they once they get like 3 warnings, I think, they don't get warnings anymore, and you get shot. So it's like last person to keep walking wins. And it was pretty long. It was like several days of walking, like a couple 100 miles. It was very, 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 very dark and very fucked up. Very good, though. Super good movie. Anyway, I think we're ready for our first walk of the stream, chat. Oh, wait, I need this. This is important. There we go. Wait, why it gotta be raining, though? What time is it? Oh, it's just now sunset. Okay, so it would kind of suck to go out in the rain, but it's also nighttime, and I think I could use that to be like really stealthy in what we're doing. So I think we're just gonna go.
Sam, is your arsenal looking a little light, or is it just me?
Also, I'm not used to moving this fast barefoot. This is much faster than I'm used to going. Yeah, cold, wet toes. Yes, sir. Just feet using magic. Look at those. Oh, these are mine. I threw these. This is what we think about boots around here, chat. Yay. What'd you do for speed? I have this exoskeleton on my legs. So, if you look really close, hanging off the bottom of my backpack, there's like a little horizontal yellow thing, like right about there. I'm pointing like right at it. That's my battery level. And using these like exoskeleton legs, among many other things, will consume battery power. So I have to manage that as well. Normally, there's a lot more UI elements on screen that help you manage that, but because I wanted to play this as like an immersive run, I've also disabled pretty much all of the UI except for my stamina bar. I think the terrain also helps. Oh, and I put the anti-gravity device on my backpack, so it lightened my load too. So I have a lighter bag now. Also, these recharge your battery, so if I can find these generators that either other players put down or I put down, then we can also use those to manage our battery on long trips. Deviate the speed fruit from space. Deviate the, I forgot what they're called. I was gonna make a One Piece reference. I was gonna reference the weird... Is it Gum Gum? Are they Gum Gum fruits? I forget what they're called. I tried, chat. I'm sorry. Devil fruit. Thank you. I think Luffy's was like Gum Gum fruit or something, right? I tried, chat. One Piece fans, don't hate me. I tried to represent you. I did a poor job. Ooh. All right. So all of the blue little pentagons are enemies. Looks like there's 13 of them, and our objective is dead center in the middle. The feet fruit. What superpower would the feet fruit give you, Shumo? Oop.
Fuck.
What about foot fungus? What if we don't? What if we didn't? Oh, wait, I had a thing I wanted to do. Hold on. Drew sent me this link. Now that TTS is working, I can actually do this. But Drew sent me this funny link, chat, that you guys will probably like. Is it this one? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to link this in chat real quick, and then I'm going to make a bot command for it. But this right here, chat, if you have any interest in making the TTS make funny sounds, that is all this Google Doc is dedicated to. Drew put together a Google Doc that is just designed to show you how to make the TTS make funny sounds. Speaking of, let's make a command real fast for that. What should it be? Like, just exclamation point TTS, maybe? Minecraft villager noise if I Uh-oh.
Cheer 25.
Anyway, that was weird. What? What? Wait, wait. Wait, you got refunded? What does that mean? Did it refund you bits? It didn't refund you bits, so it said it did. I see in the code where it says to do that, but I don't see anything that triggers it. We'll see if it pops up again, and we will, I'll ask Drew. I've never seen that message before. I was less upset about it being refunded, more upset about not understanding why it wasn't working again. Actually, not upset at all. At least the TTS works. That's all I care about today. Also, I think we have already been seen. Yeah.
Here we go.
We're doing stealth mode, chat.
Even us dolls can feel pain.
Oh shit, wait, that guy's really close. Wait, that guy's really close. Hold on.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
No!
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Get parried, brother! Well, I didn't think I'd get spotted that far away, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of stinks. We're gonna set the backpack down right here.
Cheer 25. It's so warm in my room that if I was in this game I'd be Hatman.
Nice one. You know, there's a Kojima name generator that you can do where you answer a bunch of questions about yourself, a bunch of trivia about yourself, and it'll give you a Kojima name. Also, hi Chunk, hi Raiders. Wait a minute. Does this mean? Did you beat Jump King? He destroyed his PC? Wait, what happened? Oh no, wait, actually, we need to run. Hold on, I gotta pick up this bag. We gotta... Wait. Can I even run? I'm bootless. Oh, they're all turning yellow. Hold on. They might forget about me? That guy's still coming. Nice slide. Thank you, buddy. No, absolutely not, brother. I was a little worried for you when you started that goal. It is not an easy one. That shit sucks. If I was an enemy, I would never forget about you. You're so sweet. Alright, so if you see chat, this is another really cool thing about Death Stranding. Check this out. That guy just came up here and found his teammate that I had knocked out, right? So instead of just like slapping the guy in the face and waking him up, which is what they did in like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Ready.
Check out what he's doing. He has put the guy on a little carrier and is transporting him back to base.
Cheer 25 conk 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 conk
How'd I do, Sam?
conk.
Ouch.
Okay, listen, when you say it that way, it kind of sounds... It sounds a little bit like it could be a slur. I'm not saying that you were using a slur, but, you know, just like the way that she said it, you know what I mean? Like, it did, you know, it seemed like a little... It just seemed a little weird. I also don't know why it's still sending that message. It's sending, okay, it sounded sexual to you. I mean, hey, if I'm the one that interpreted it wrong, good. Maybe Sailor meant it sexual. Sailor's the only one that can tell us. Alright, chat. Take 2 at Devi Stealth. We have already failed. Take 1. Did Devi forgo an item? Nah, I did, an enemy dropped an item on the ground, but I didn't want the item. Like that ladder that guy just dropped? I don't really want that. But what's in here? Nah, man, I randomly decided to say a bunch of slurs. He's finally cracked. I knew it would happen eventually. Yeah, give me the bola gun just in case. Speaking of, I was thinking about our Tekken fights last night, Sailor, and I just wanted to say, again, a little late, thank you again for fighting me in Tekken. I had a lot of fun last night, buddy. I feel like I was in the mindset to play instead of learn, so there were a lot of things that I was just like, dang it, I don't know how to beat this, so it's annoying. But like, you know, in hindsight, it's like, yeah, well, I'll just have to think about it for like 10 seconds, and then I'll figure it out. Truck, hide. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is pretty risky, Devi. Wow, how did he not see me? I'm excited for it, Royal. Okay, that worked. I don't think this thing had this, like, pulsing red thing on it when I did this originally. I think they added this. I think this is new. You think if I shoot someone with a bola gun and it ties them up, do you think it will prevent them with, from, like, screaming? What's the number at the top? That is how many living combatants there are currently at this, this base that I'm in. I understand, Shubo. We always pick the worst time, I know. If it goes around their mouth, then yeah, I don't think it does. But, like... Nah, this is a mistake. I just need to be patient. Hold on, let me just go this way. Why is it called Naked Gun if it's covered in plastic? Well, I think the case that the movie came in was covered in plastic, you see.
Oh, good job, Sam.
Hacked.
You've disabled the target. All
I'm
right.
stealthing!
Let's
Chad, I
deliver the
did
cargo.
stealth correctly. Let's go! Now we just leave. We go all the way up there now. We just get so far away that they're not gonna... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the truck saw me? Okay. Is that Rat Snake? John Snake, oh my god. I had to mouse over that one to see that it wasn't just fucking a rat that you had typed. So, that whole little segment there, it didn't go horribly wrong, so I didn't end up in like a shootout. But I feel like that little stealth bit... Okay, hold on. It didn't like that one. It didn't like that one. It really didn't like that one. I feel like that little segment there was a good example of how much they've improved this game's like actual gameplay, as in instead of it being so much of a walking sim. Again, I'm not saying the first game was a walking sim, but a lot of people called it that because of how much of it was just walking. This game did a lot to improve upon that and add a lot more gameplay. Aww. Sailor, try it in the command. Try it in the redeem and see if it works different. No? Oh, okay. Well then, hey, thanks for the bits, buddy. Hi, Moose. How you doing?
Yorican?
Sailor! What is that? Oh, we got a critter, chat.
Message.
Okay, it just said message. You're sad, Forks? What's wrong? Oh. Other Sailor. Until the new Tekken character. Oh my god. That's a lot of sorries in chat all at once. Finally got a second monitor. It lasted 3 days before dying.
The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch.
What happened to
You know,
it?
Sam, you can have
What
me
killed
scout
it?
ahead if it would make your life easier. Just
Welcome in, Raiders. Join the pile.
and I can give you a better picture.
Come
of
on
what to
in.
expect.
Get comfy.
It's not very sophisticated.
We're walking
but
around
it
these
works.
parts.
Just promise.
How
you
goes
won't
your night,
go me
Nixifer?
anywhere weird.
No idea why, but one day it decided to boot loop. Oh, your PC is dying, not the monitor. I thought you were saying the monitor itself was having problems. Forgot Armor King was coming out and I mentally skipped to the next based character. I'm excited for Armor King just because it's less grappling. Which eventually I'll be good at, but right now I'm not. The monitor boot loop. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Was there any kind of warranty, or are you able to get it replaced since it happened so fast, or... He does electrics? Nixifer, buddy, you there? You good, pal? Is everything alright? Hi, Vic. Ah, you came in with Nix. Ow, my toes. Do you play against a shit king? You can just spam one and it'll break his throws. I'll keep that in mind. Most of my experience has been kings spamming that one very fast string that's like a bunch of high mid punches that ends in a 2 grab. How you doing today, Vic? Good. That's good to hear. Nix is probably tired. Well, fair enough. Tell them next time you see them that I appreciate them. Oh, it's music time. I appreciate them a lot for the raid. Chad, I think you'll like this song. Lock in for the vibes. If you don't recall, this is what I think makes Death Stranding so special, is these quiet moments with music where you just walk and enjoy the vibes and the scenery.
Ouch. My feet.
And him complaining about his feet. I feel like taking these nature shots is just giving Deontay like B-roll footage to work with. Damn, this game is really pretty.
Use a quick breather. I second that.
I like that song. I like that song a lot. Oh yeah, chat. We haven't actually gotten a good glimpse at this. Look at that. That's pretty rare in the Death Stranding universe. For those of you who are, you know, like, kind of linked in and understand how this world works now, big city, pretty rare to see in this setting, actually. And I can't take my socks off, Sailor. I'm sorry. Chumo, I'm surprised that you had already heard that artist. Stick around for another, like, 10 minutes or so. I'll show you something really neat. Oh, my feet are bleeding. But yeah, that song was banger. I'm a sucker for like somber piano music like that. I really am. There's a lot of Gen Hoshino music in this game, actually. Like, I'm sorry, Sailor. We have a floating city? You know what? I shit you not, I can almost guarantee, I feel like if there is a Death Stranding 3, there will be a floating city in it. There has to be. You mean like in the air or in the water? Is that the Attack on Titan city? It does have walls, but they're mostly to keep the people and the BTs out. Oh, my battery is dying on my exoskeleton legs. I should conserve battery power. In the air. I've been listening to him for a while now. I haven't heard anything outside of this this game soundtrack, so I might have to give him more of a listen. If you have any other recommendations for me, I'd love to hear it. The Bluetooths need to stay out. Yeah, well, they kill people, and then those people explode like nuclear bombs, so they do need to stay out. Our first destination of the stream, chat. It only took us 50 minutes. Want to see something cool, though, before we go in there, chat? Let me, we just looked off this direction, right? And we got to see all of the land we had explored so far, as well as that city that we hadn't been able to see because of a mountain yet. But now, coming up here, we can see a little more about what's ahead of us in Australia. And, maybe we just see a giant fuck-off crater. I love the atmospheric fog, though. It's so good. It's gorgeous. Jump in the water, please. You know, Sailor, if it wouldn't take me 10 minutes to get down there and an hour to get back up, I'd do it. But I will also let you know, it's like knee deep. I'll just answer it for you. It's like knee deep down there. It's real far. You don't understand. It looks like we're right on the edge of it, Sailor. We're not. It's pretty big. We're in Aussie. Where's Jamie? We'll find him. He'll be here somewhere. Alright, anyway, Shumo. By the way, if you didn't know, Hideo Kojima has a fun fascination with meeting famous people and then 3D scanning them to put them in his games. So, meet Jin Hoshino, the artist that just wrote that song we listened to.
Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it.
He's a little blurry right now.
Let's take a look at this cargo of yours. This is great. A flawless delivery. Talk about one.
Ah, you've already seen it? Okay.
I've given up on this one. Appreciate it. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
It is pretty fun, Royal. Me, this is the only time I'll be able to interact with famous people. Sailor's in chat. Ugly Sailor's in chat right now. You can talk to him. He's right there. There's a famous person right there. We got a shotgun, which doesn't look like a shotgun to me. Just saying.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
You're right.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means
Hey
everyone
gamer,
can finally
how you
listen
doing,
to my
buddy?
songs.
Been a little while since I've chatted with you. How you been?
Set the mood for your adventures. And just like that,
Well, actually, I guess it hasn't
the
been that
world's
long.
gotten so much bigger. Yeah. Looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me. It almost sounds
What's happening to Shumo?
But there's
Does anybody know Shumo's address? Should we call in like a wellness report, a wellness check?
Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying.
Jason, David, Frank. What are they famous for, Royal?
If that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley,
wow.
Take a look at my suborder.
I like puns, and I didn't like that one.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer.
It's okay, you'll make it back,
Anyway,
gamer.
while the
You earned
currents
it
in
to
the
spend it,
area have
right?
settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well.
That sounds bad.
Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events. So we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam.
Boss fight ahead,
I
chat.
strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Oh yeah, also, if anybody's familiar with Gen Hoshino's music, look at this. How do I... There we go. Isn't this cool? I like that Kojima does stuff like this. I think that's neat. Ah, they played Power Rangers. Gotcha. They were a green, a white, 2 Red Rangers, and a Black Ranger within the same, or within the Power Rangers universe, and 4 were back to back. That seems a little strange, doesn't it? Like one guy popping around to like 5 different people, or I mean, I guess that's more than, yeah. But anyway, that seems a little odd, no? You'd think you would like pick one and want to stick with it. I'm real dang stingy when it comes to buying things for myself. Oh, and bought a new multi-tool because I damn lost my other one. Ooh, nice. Do you use that a lot at work, I imagine? The Pop Virus album has Idea on it. Oh, is that the... Which one was Pop Virus? Oh, like the heart-looking one. I really liked this artwork. I liked Episode. I like the artwork on that album. I think it's very cute. It's very simple, but also, like... It's super simple, but has like a really complex idea to convey. You know what I mean? Or at least that's the impression that it gives me. Of course, I'm basing this on album cover art instead of like the songs. Ooh, this will be fun. I think we have enough for it. I think we can just go for it. You have a Leatherman thingy too? I keep finding myself reaching for it when it ain't there a lot. I'm definitely not in the same life situations that you are. I needed a Allen wrench and a screwdriver for the first time in months yesterday to disassemble my hitbox and plug in some cables differently. Hey, Sailor, we're actually going towards the water. Do you still want me to go in?
It's a long way down.
I'm gonna pop a pain pill and get back to work. Of course, buddy. Hit me up for some Tekken, or if you get into 2XKO sometime, hit me up for that as well. have a little tool bag. I have for electronic stuff, hundreds of pieces, solder stuff, parts, keck. Okay, listen. Chat, I've never soldered anything. I'm not, like, technology illiterate. I feel like I have a pretty solid grasp of how generally things work. I just need someone to, like, very basically explain to me what soldering is. Because it's like you're using melted metal to force a constant connection between two points, right? Like, that's my rudimentary understanding of what soldering is doing. Is that far off? Because I need to. Heating up metal to melt metal to glue them together with metal. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to put little, like, LEDs in my hitbox, which is my fighting game controller that I use, for those who don't know. But I'm a little nervous to just jump straight into doing it myself, you know? I feel like it'd probably be simple, but I'm a little nervous to just dive in. I've even got, like, a little soldering iron. Like a little handheld, like, pen-looking one that's USB chargeable and stuff. I just haven't actually done it yet.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Oh, wow. Wait. There's a bunch of stuff down there. Oh, there's a rope right there. This yeast paste, I think I'm leaving behind. The Lone Commander's too far from here, and I'm not going that way. For the series, you're all sharing a storyline, which is Mighty Morphin Series 1 through 3, which had green and white, and there's Zeo, where he was red. Oh, okay, so it wasn't like the same series. It was like across different, like, shows, or at least seasons within the same franchise. I gotcha. He also worked as a teacher at the high school in the Dino Thunder Rangers. This guy must have been a big Power Rangers fan. Hope he had a blast working on it. I still could. Season 2 is its own show because of the source material the white suit and their mechs came from. I don't understand that message. Practicing on a piece of shit motherboard or tech stuff you ain't used. Make sure you got some flux and solder tin. I have... Please hold. It's around here somewhere. Hold on. Yes, I am telling you I'm not going to deliver every single object. Yes, sir, absolutely. I have, like, this. Uh-oh. So it's got, like, the battery, and then, like, the pen tip, and then I think this is, like, the stuff. This is, like, the flux and stuff. So I've got, like, a little kit for it. I just haven't actually done it yet. I also don't have, like, an old piece of shit motherboard or something to work on, actually. I've heard they're crap. I literally only need it to put little simple LEDs in my hitbox. I don't really need it to be, like, something that lasts me years and years, you know what I mean? Like, I want to use it, like 3 times, probably. I'm a little worried about where I'm going, now that I think about it, because, like, I might need to sleep before I go to a boss fight. Just drive around and see if anyone threw tech away, practice on that. That's not as convenient as it sounds. Especially when I live in a town that's so small that half the year there's like no one here because the only people here are here for the college here. And also I don't have my motorcycle anymore. I am afraid I do not. I do not have any friends. I used to have a friend in Best Buy. If you remember Stubbs. Stubbs used to work at Best Buy. Locally, I don't really have any gamer. When I say there's not really anybody around, I'm not exaggerating on that front. I might be able to go, like, if I wanted to go dig, like, look behind a GameStop or like a Micro Center or something, but I guess what should I be worried about? If I need to practice it, what's like the big concerns? Is it like overuse of flux, underuse of flux, fears of handling the motherboard incorrectly? I don't think flux could be overused, so if I just dump flux on it. I've seen Louis Rossman at... Man, you guys know so many people. You know, like a famous fluxer? Like a famous, solderer? Make sure you're in a well-ventilated room and have the type of flux made for motherboards. Ooh, I don't know if I have the right type of flux. I guess I didn't know about the specific types of flux for motherboards. I don't know what the topic is. I was talking about soldering red LEDs into my hitbox. And how I have this like super cheap soldering iron right now and haven't used it. That dude's a big advocate for right to repair your own devices. It's crazy that that needs advocates. That is not just the default stance. Also, hi Proto. I know that you were about to join us in some Guardians of the Rift, but I got frustrated after we failed like 5 rounds in a row, so I went to play some Tekken. Also, Jason David Frank used to be an MFA fighter. MFA, My Hero Academia fighter. My Furious Academia. Yeah, I know. You don't really own anything. You don't own your devices. You don't own your access to games. You don't own anything. So, which wraps us back around to. I don't know if I'll get in trouble on Twitch for saying this, but if it's not buying, if it's not ownership, it's not piracy. That's.
Everything's in pristine.
You got the boots? I'm only the boots and the top away from having the full set. Although the only reason I would want the full set is for achievement diaries, and I only need one more.
Do you have enough materials? Why don't I...
Careful, gamer. Saying pretty much those exact words is what got the Ubisoft CEO flamed on the internet. Because people thought he was trying to convince them to be happy about it instead of just saying the way it is.
You might even catch their eye.
Not to defend a Ubisoft CEO, but...
I went and shared another music sample. Again, thank you so much.
Oh, it was MMA. Oh, okay.
How did something I know I'd stored safely end up in a place like that? Anyway, you might want to keep an eye on your own stuff. Take care, and please come back soon.